So here I am. It is, what is it today? July 22nd, 2018. I am at the location of the disappearance of Cherrie Mahan. She disappeared, I believe it is in February of 1985. This was a disappearance, that still sticks in my mind because I grew up in Leechburg, Pennsylvania, only about 25 minutes from this location. What you are looking at right here is where the bus stopped that day. And I was very fortunate this morning to be able to meet a guy who coincidentally is married to a girl that I went to high school with. Small world. And I appreciate how he and she and one of their children came out here this morning, and he diagrammed what happened that morning because he was on the bus that Cherrie was on and actually got off at the same stop. Now what you're looking at is right here is where the bus stopped. It was coming from this direction up this road and stopped approximately right here, and this is where his name is Jeremy got off, and he would have been walking. He lived up this road right here. Now Cherrie also got off at the same stop, but she had to walk down that direction, and we're going to walk down there. So if you've ever read anything about this disappearance, it says she had about a 100-yard walk to the driveway that would lead up to her house. I wouldn't say that's necessarily true. This is much shorter than, I would say, 100 yards. It's more like only about 200 feet or something like that. Now, if you ever look up this disappearance, you will see that there is a Dodge van that was a vehicle that was seen that day. And in fact, the guy that I talked to this morning, his name is Jeremy once again, he actually saw that van, and the police had asked him about that afterwards. And in fact, if you see any drawings of that van, and there are several online, Jeremy's recounting memory is one of the ways that they were able to get that diagram of what the van looked like. And it was an older Dodge van, so maybe from the late 1970s, and it had a skier on the side. Once again, if you do a search, you will find that van. So this is where Cherrie would have been walking down this way, and the driveway that you are seeing right here is the driveway that leads up to where Cherrie's family used to live. We can look back this way. I'm sure you're looking at it right now. I'm sure you're looking at it right now and thinking, these were the days, I guess, where school buses would leave kids off on blind curves. That's what I thought as well. I've never been to this location before in my life. Since it happened in 1985, even though I lived in Leechburg until 1998, never made it here until 2018. And so this is the first time I've ever been here, and I was very fortunate. I was very happy. I appreciate them coming out this morning to diagram and tell me what he remembered about that morning. It's just a regular, as you can see, kind of country road. And as we talked, we were wondering, did this person know this area? I mean, if you get into these back woods areas, these back roads of Pennsylvania, you can get lost. I mean, you have to remember, this is the days before GPS, before cell phones. If you didn't have a paper map, you could easily get lost. I mean, even me, knowing this area kind of, I'm standing here and I don't know what direction north is necessarily. So I'm not sure what to think about this disappearance. You should know there have been rumors out there that maybe this van didn't have anything to do with her disappearance at all, because what happened was she got off. Those kids went up that way, the kids that lived up those streets. She walked down toward me where I'm standing now, and she was supposed to walk right around that turn and up the driveway to her where she lived with her parents. She never made it. Something happened. And they did searches for it. Jeremy had told me they did searches down over the over this edge of this road right here, you'll see here, down into all that. As you can see, it's very, very overgrown. He told me that the dogs might have caught a scent somewhere, but nothing. I guess she had a backpack. Of course, she was wearing, of course, clothes. No remnants of anything has ever been found in this disappearance that happened back in February of 1985. And that's my car right there, by the way. It's a stumper. I was telling them that there is no other disappearance in the United States that has ever been connected to that van. And, you know, the other thing is that that van, it had this very unique van, once again, with an older Dodge van with a skier on the side of it, picture of a skier like on a mountain. Was never seen before she disappeared and was never seen after she disappeared. What does that mean? I don't know. But I've always wanted to come out here and check this out, and I'm glad that I did. This is the location of the disappearance of Cherrie Mahan. Thanks for watching.